Alright, hello, welcome back. We just did the arena and we beat it.
Hello everybody, my name is Kirby.
Definitely didn't accidentally beat it off camera. Definitely not.
Skip it to toilet.
Oh, did that skip it to toilet on creeper! It's like heavy and it's all fucked up.
Anyways, hey there, me and the boys, welcome back. I know we talked about this already, but this was like me and Sam's favorite one, bro.
I'm gonna be honest, I never got to this point in the game. I got stuck on the arena.
I mean, you're essentially just Kirby, but with like powers.
But cooler.
Oh my god,
cooler,
is it another boss rush? Okay, this is a rematch.
So no creature ever fell through the ceiling?
No. I thought it was going to last night, I swear to god. Like, I heard a bunch of wrestling from my bed and I was like, oh shit, is it on my bed? But no. No, it was not. Yeah, you get stun locked if you do this a bunch, but eventually you'll do a move where you stop it and then you'll just...
Yeah, can you just be stuck like this forever?
If you got an AI, yeah, but you eventually... Nope. Oh, gee, fucking hitboxes.
The rematch.
The rematch.
Nope.
Is the other one just dead?
Yep, just forever.
I assume he's not come back.
No, he's lazy. He's a
this
lazy
Mario
piece of
character's Nintendo better get on this.
Callback. And Skibbity's
What's happened?
Skip it to toilet.
What if King Dedede? That's King Dedede's reaction.
Oh, he's back?
Oh no, he's back.
The worst. This is very specific to where we live, but we live in the
nice,
Midwest, and Midwestern people, unlike other parts of the America, are very talkative, and especially gas stations. Here's my advice. This is why I'm bringing this up. If you are like working as a cashier at a gas station, please don't make it your job to talk to the fucking customer, because I wanted to get a Slurpee today. And this woman was just talking to this girl who was literally had her hand on the fucking door, out the door. And she was just like, yeah, this girl out over at the McDonald's across the street there. Man, it was really a shame there. And I'm like, and I literally had to go to aisles and like look for shit. It was that fucking long.
Yeah.
For a fucking Slurpee, okay? Like, just god damn it. Like,
Melted by
don't
now.
talk to the customer about boring ass shit no one cares about.
Just go to the Quickie Mart.
It's a convenience store.
Or like the inconvenience store.
Oh my god, my life is a fucking lie because it was real!
Did I ever tell you about the time that I thought some guy was gonna kill me in the back rooms?
Oh, this story! This is what I think it is.
No.
This one is so funny.
So, you know how there's like vendors that just random people work for like UPS and stuff? They come in, they just take some stuff and leave. And this is when I was new. I didn't even know they existed.
Right, like it's the most suspicious shit, but like it's real.
And you have to press the button and stuff.
But
and
this
let 'em
one
out, let 'em
is
in.
sussing me out so much. Okay, all of this combined together for my first time learning. So there was this dude. I go to the back rooms. This really tall guy wearing all black with his hands like in his hood, and he was just bald and he had like piercings and tattoos, and he like he kind of looked like
a drug dealer.
he looked like MC Ride from
Dude,
Death
someone's
Grips.
selling fucking heroin in the back of a fucking Target.
And he just kind of slowly approached me, and he was like towering over me. Is it okay? Can you press a button right there? And I'm like, where? And it was like all the way in the back. And what you do is whenever they need to leave, you need to press this button so it unlocks the door.
Oh.
So then I press the button, and then I look back, and literally, like comically cartoon, I see the door just barely closing, and this leg just leaving. That's the last thing I see. Like, bro, like, ran for it. And I'm just like, okay, that was weird, but oh well. And then there's like these doors that lead to the back room, and I see a little kid putting his hands and his face up to the glass, and he's looking at me. And all of a sudden, he like tugs the clothes of some adult, and then the adult looks through the glass, and it's a police officer. And then I'm like looking around, and there's a bunch of police cars all around the store. I'm like,
was I the cause of that?
I was like, what's going on? And then it turns out it was like cops bring your kids to day. So then I go into the break room, and it's just a bunch of little kids, and they're just making a bunch of noise. I'm like,
wait, in your break room?
In our break room, and I'm just trying to take my break. Anyways, so that happened. So it's just some random vendor.
Well, that okay.
But it was like
Just
so
a random
But that
vendor.
means if you're a cop, you can literally let your kid do whatever. Let your kid just go through the fucking break rooms of the fucking store because you're a cop. You can do whatever.
I was like, I don't like. He
How
has
the
his
fuck
hands
does
in
that
his
work?
pocket. I'm gonna get stabbed or something.
Can you open
Bro,
the door?
worst
And
case scenario,
bolts
he was like a
it.
murderer. He was a murderer, and they're all there for
There's
him.
police officers around. Like, did I just let him escape? Like,
Yeah, so much.
What if you found out that guy was like notoriously like a huge serial killer and like
He was the
The
tattletale
place, like,
stranger.
he was the tattletale strangler?
did you see a man about 6'4", piercings?
And then you say yes, and then they say that was the wrong answer. I've been trying to find some like fun, cause like shovelware is funny, but at the same time, like sometimes you just don't want to play it because it's just not fun to talk about. It's just a bad game. But it's a fine line, right? And there's apparently some Wizard of Oz RPG on the DS that was apparently really good. From like I saw a bunch of like 9 out of 10s and shit.
What?
Damn. Compare that to the Sonic RPG, Sonic the Cross.
Oh, that could be so much fun.
Oh my god, have you heard any of the music tracks?
Wait, which
Yeah,
one?
like apparently, like there's so there was a Sonic RPG on the DS.
That was like made by a really good game company.
Yeah, and supposedly, first off, they got sued by some man-child named
Ken Penders.
Ken Penders. That's what it was, and so literally there couldn't be a sequel even though it ended on a cliffhanger.
But the game
And-
sucked.
And the game sucked, and supposedly, like, there's a rumor that I saw from one YouTube video where apparently the entire soundtrack was accidentally deleted, so they had to recreate it, like, based off of, like, memory.
I was just saying, is that why it's so
Wow.
shitty?
That might be why it sounds so shitty. Oh my god.
Fuck!
Fuck me!
I thought you were gonna live for a second.
This is gonna be the
Sorry,
entire
wait, is it okay if I
episode.
play this
Can I
song?
try one? I'm not good at Kirby, and I haven't played it in
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, we can cut this out of the episode, but I have to play this for you guys.
Yeah.
Wait.
What the?
Sounds like you got a fucking hen and just put a bunch of corn on a keyboard.
Bro, this is based off like a real ass song from
Oh,
the Genesis, though.
Shit. Fuck, no!
What happened?
Me and my dad have been going to see the Studio Ghibli movies in the theater.
How are you destroying him? What the fuck?
And for a lot of them, or not a lot of them, but for some of them, like, it's the first time I've ever seen them. So Princess Mononoke on the big screen for the first time, such a good introduction.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it is such a fucking good movie. I cannot wait to watch it for a video I'm doing. And and one of the films we were going to go see is Castle in the Sky, which I also have not seen. And it was their first movie they made under the Ghibli license. The first Ghibli movie technically is Nausicaa, but that was made before Studio Ghibli was founded, so Studio Ghibli just bought the rights to it. But Castle in the Sky, me and my dad were super excited to go see it. And we went to go see it, but the entire movie was zoomed in, so, and the subtitles were baked into the video, so we couldn't see the subtitles. So, and my dad, who works with computers, he tried to get it like talking to like the theater people, like very nice, but he just they just found out, yeah, no, this is just the video they sent us. It's super zoomed in, so it's either like go home or like watch it like just, but you can't understand a fucking thing. And so we eventually just went home, and that's kind of the story, but still, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, that sucks.
I can't wait to see it though. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of fun.
Batman Shrek 2 is so fucking
I'd
good.
say Shrek 2 is probably my favorite.
We could do what we did with
Shrek Marathon.
we could do what we did with Roger Rabbit, because I remember when you guys watched Roger Rabbit for the first time.
On Discord.
Yeah, on Discord. It was so, I fucking love that movie. Everyone does, but
Did we ever finish it?
yeah, we did.
Okay, I guess my memory's just awful about what happened.
That movie's
God, again,
fantastic. Like if you want,
I haven't seen it, but the only thing I remember is that when I killed your brother, I said it just like this.
It mixes like animation with like live action, right?
Yeah, it mixes, and really damn well too.
Yeah, from what I remember, it was actually so
Oh my
good.
god.
Oh,
Like,
no!
I saw some behind the
Project,
scenes
yeah.
shit, too.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm getting warmed up.
Yeah,
That shit is
it was,
hard.
Way to go,
it
buddy.
was really impressive for the time, and still now it is. Like,
Yeah. I need to watch it again then. I don't remember.
yeah, we should totally.
Oh,
I'd totally be down.
How do I go back? In the voice podcast?
What would do me and the boys? I mean, me and the boys caught.
The fuck?
When he jumps, that's your window.
I don't remember this problem happening that much as a kid, or maybe I just got hit.
Okay, when he jumps, it's your window.
He'll move.
Okay, go!
Okay, go.
Nice.
I don't think the rock's that bad. But
I think he's kind of cool.
Yeah,
I
you
like
were
the
doing
different
way
shapes
better
he
than I
turns
am.
into.
I might have you do this arena.
I'd be down instead of this game.
Yeah, no, this game is fucking great. I know we kept saying it, but like, I love Kirby. I totally understand why this is everyone's favorite.
Yeah, I'm not like the biggest Kirby fan in the world or anything, but this is definitely my favorite game.
Yeah.
If you play as the Plasma Dude, you might... I don't know if you can block in the air or not. I think you can, but he might be pretty good, except he's kind of weak unless you charge up the shots, so it might like be kind of slow.
Oh.
So this episode of me playing, so far the characters I played is a lot of waiting.
Boys.
Wait.
Wait, why is he still... Okay. So, I want to talk about my uncle.
Okay.
I'm gonna call him Uncle Jason. Him with pets is the funniest because he quote unquote ruins pets. There was one fucking dog that my grandma got, and she was like, oh, his name is Toby, and then he was like, okay, what was his previous name? Sir Skeeter Fox.
Oh.
And then he was like, fuck Toby. That is the best name ever.
Calling him Sir Skeeter
Sir
Fox.
Skeeter Fox. And they
So true.
and so he would just call him Sir Skeeter Fox, and he would have like this weird like British voice for him, so he could talk to Sir Skeeter Fox and he'd be like, no, was that another dog? There was some dog he would go up to and just get random objects from the house, and he'd be like, hello, dog. And then the dog would be like, hello, Jason. And then it's just like, you see this owl, Pierre. Or it was Pierre. The dog, yeah, Pierre. You see this owl, Pierre. This owl loves you, Pierre. It loves you. And he'd just shove it in his face. And then my grandma's like, God damn it, you're going to ruin that dog.
Why was the dog called Sir Skeeter Fox?
I don't know. It's the best fucking name ever.
Yeah, I don't know why it would be changed to Toby.
Cause
SSF, what was it? SSF was just too cool.
reminded me of my stories of my old cat, the GC. So, the GC was like a cartoon cat. He was like he was Odie but a cat, essentially. And my other cat, Rachel, was Garfield. And so it was already a really funny story of just them getting him. So basically what happened is that my dad wanted another cat because he likes cats. And so he went to this pet store that was like that had like a sale on, newly born kittens. And so they picked one up and they called it like pumpkin seed or something. Like 2 days later it died.
Damn.
And so he was so obviously he was very upset about it. And Mom was like, yeah, I can see why they were on discount because they were on death row. He went back because they had a guarantee. Like if your pet dies within like, I don't know, a week, you get a new one. Damn. And so my dad went back and my mom went to like the hairdressers or whatever. And he came back and it wasn't a pet store anymore, it was a record store. It was really fucking weird.
Oh, dude, it's the awesome store.
Yeah, it was. And it was like, and he was just like, I want a cat, and he's just like, sorry, we don't have any more cats. Like, yeah, we're a record store, and then like, and then
have been, man. What are you talking about?
and then the guy who's like next to the store goes, well, we do have one cat. And so he's like, okay, whatever. It was like fucking Gremlins. Like he's like, okay. And so they took him to the back room, and there was this.
Be locked in a crate.
Yeah, there was this huge bin, and there was one cat, and it was just a little black kitten, and he was just sitting there, just going, meow. And he's like, all right, I'll take it. And so, oh god, no, it's good.
No, that's so good.
Is this actually the last boss?
I think this is the last boss. So he bought the kitten, right? Immediately, he gets a call from my mom. Immediately, he gets a call from mom, and my mom is sobbing profusely because the hairdresser like fucked up her hair like so much.
Damn.
Like really bad. And my dad, every time he tells that story, he's like, that was the omen. That was the calling card of the beast. And so they were trying to get this all sorted out, and then they had this cat, right? Mm-hmm. And my uncle Jason came by and was like, oh yeah, and he had black cats when he was a kid, and he called them Jicblices, or GCs for short, because we have our own fucking language when it comes to cats. And so he was like, so what's the kitten's name? They said, oh
cool.
They said Tennessee. They were like, oh, his name is Tennessee. And he was like, you can call that cat whatever you damn well please. I know a GC when I see one. And so Jason would just come around all the time to the point where, and call him GC to the point where he'd just be like, hey GC, god damn it Jason! Like he would respond to GC and not Tennessee. And so and that cat, like, for the first week of them having it, he wouldn't speak a single word. Like, not a single word. Like, to the point where they were concerned, like, is there something wrong with him? Like, do we have to take him to the vet? So they took him to the vet. They're like, yeah, nothing wrong with him. Like, I don't know why you took him here. Then like, after the vet, oh, am I boring you? After the vet trip, they come, after the vet trip, they brought the GC back, and he wouldn't, nice, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up. Like, for an entire week, he just wouldn't shut up. Is that it?
How do we unlock the true arena? Because I guess there's no star next to it.
When we beat the game mid-story.
Is that if I do this?
Yeah, no, go ahead. So he, I don't know, there's a lot of really good stories about that cat. And how he was just the dumbest fucking thing alive. That cat was so stupid. He took a shit in the puzzle box once, and then my mom and then my brother started crying.
When did you get him?
Like 18 years ago. Like, he was
really?
He died at 18. He was an old fucking cat. Yeah.
What a trooper.
I don't know how he lasted that long. Because again, he was as dumb as bricks.
That's what happens to the dumbest cats always live the longest. What the Q-word?
It's a monkey.
Oh, can I talk about that one dream I had in elementary school? I think Sam knows what I'm talking about. So there was this one dream I had. This is a super short story, so I'm not sure why I'm even bothering. But, so it was me, and I was in my elementary school gymnasium, and we were like lining up, and there was like a shirt stand in there. And we were like, and I guess I was in line, and I finally got my new shirt, and the person behind me, who was like my sister's friend at the time, was like, hey, nice shirt, and then took a giant bite in my fucking in my shoulder, and I was bleeding out, and like dragging my corpse, and then I just look up and I see Andrew WK just with his arms folded looking down at me, like crossing, like what? Shaking his head, and I woke up. It was the weirdest fucking have I never told you that story?
You told us that, but it's been a while since I've heard the story.
I forgot about that story. That
nice
one was
shirt.
Fucked up.
Like the cartoon chomp.
Like a hungry hippo, man.
No, like lines.
Nice shirt.
Speaking of dreams, did I ever tell you about that one dream I had that was really scary?
No. I don't think so.
Let me know if I've told you this dream before. So, you guys all know who Dan Schneider is.
Oh,
Dan
Bob.
the man with the plan in the van, Schneider.
I don't like where this is going.
Well, it wasn't even a dream, it was a nightmare! But basically, I was like, the dream started with me in like a brick room, with one tiny little window that was up, and then all that was in there was just a bed. So I was laying in the bed facing the window, kind of like that window right there. And the walls just made out of like cobblestone rubber, so it was just like a door, kind of like a Minecraft house.
Right.
And I don't really remember what happened. It's been a while, but I just remember I see, Dan Schneider's face looking in at me, but his face was like red, and it was so scary.
Like red eyes, or like...
I don't even remember.
Was he hyper realistic?
It was, yes, it was so scary. The window was only big enough just to kind of like see his face. And I just remember it was so scary. One time I had a dream where I was in a forest. And it was like a really pretty forest during the day, but it was me, I think my family, and maybe
And Slenderman.
And we were there for Big Chungus's funeral.
What?
And there was a big banner, like a big mural of Big Chungus, and everyone was wearing black looking at the coffin, and everyone was like crying.
Jesus.
And it felt so real. Everyone was like so sad. Like,
We lost a
Big
real
Chungus.
I can't believe so soon.
I had a dream one time that we were over here making a video, me and the boys video, and you know how when you watch movies it shows like some footage,
Yeah,
and
the
it gives
DVD title screen.
yeah DVD title screen and the option to play and stuff. Except we were watching Wise Mystical Tree the movie, and then he was like, "Hey there, me and the boys. Today we're gonna be watching Wise Mystical Tree the movie."
And he's just like, he's a wide face.
And everyone just acted like it was completely normal. And in the background of like the DVD screen, it was like a realistic suit of Wise Mystical Tree talking to like kids, like Barney. Like it just showed like footage of it.
It's like, Wise Mystical Tree.
You know the theory where all of your dreams are an alternate universe?
I don't know that theory.
Me and the
Me and
boys.
the boys, Wise Mystical Tree the movie. And it was funny because I remember, so that happened. We clicked play. And we're about to watch it, and it started off with is it the
Just
DreamWorks logo?
What do you mean the DreamWorks
Of
logo?
the kid fishing on the moon.
Yeah, that's the DreamWorks logo.
But it was Wise Mystical Tree on the moon.
It's like the penguins in Madagascar, like how they would like change up the thing.
And he jumped off the moon, and there was a giant tree, and he slid down the tree, and then looked at the camera. And it was just Wise Mystical
Dude, you
Tree.
dreamt up a whole ass movie, a feature film.
And then my dream ended. That's where it ended. We never got to watch the movie.
I watched 1 minute of the Wise
GoFundMe.
Mystical Tree.
Let's make it
GoFundMe,
real.
Wise
In
Mystical Tree
development,
movie.
man.
I forgot about that one. That one was funny.
That is really funny.
It was so realistic. Like it looked so real. Like, bro, I don't even know.
Those are the best dreams where you like are playing something that isn't real or watching something that isn't real.
I had a dream one time. The details aren't too important. It wasn't that interesting. I was in like a house or whatever. But basically, I had a Game Boy game. Like, you know those big Game Boy games? Not the little ones.
Oh, yeah, like an actual Game Boy
But
game.
yeah, the big one. And it was red. And it said Plants vs. Zombies 3. And it showed a picture of the-
yo!
We need to go into your brain and get it.
Picture, what plant?
A picture of the gloom shroom on it.
Wait, the one with the eyes and the...
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And I just remember being so happy. I'm like, I have it!
And then you woke up.
I woke up and I tried to look for it. I was like, where is it?
Remember
I
the
didn't
fact
have
that
it.
that game was for the Game Boy?
I remember I was a teenager and I would always have dreams about you ever have a dream where like you have really good friends or like you have a girlfriend and then you wake up and you're like, aw.
My life.
Yeah, they never existed.
Might that be like?
That happened to me a lot. Can I tell you about the time that I had to walk like 2 hours and I looked like a homeless person?
I don't think you've ever told us this one.
So basically what happened was my mom, I was still in school. My mom moved into a new place, which is actually the place we're living in now. I didn't know my way to the house though, because I didn't know what the house looked like. So I was just trying to find out, like, okay, where do I go? What's this house? What's the house? To the point where I said, fuck it, I'm just gonna go to my dad's house. Because, yeah, my dad and my mom have a different house. and so and by the way, the walk to my dad's house is like an hour or hours maybe, and it's like. And like I had to walk, and it was really like it was kind of cold out.
Where were you in the beginning?
Right here.
Really?
Yes. So I had to walk all the way to my dad's house, and
why did you So you're at your mom's house? Why'd you walk to your dad's house?
Yeah.
because I didn't know which house was mine.
This
it
was your house.
Yeah, because it was so.
Was it not open?
No, this was literally like within like the first week of me having this house.
Okay.
So it was.
So you just didn't. So you didn't know this was the house, so you walked to your dad's house?
Yeah. So because I didn't.
Damn, that's far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
That's fucked
All the
up.
way across town.
Yeah, that's all
Bro,
the way
your
across the
house.
town. I'm trying to find out. I'm trying to find out what
I'm getting wolfed right
specifically,
now.
like how many miles.
It's
it
not.
was.
I mean, in all things considered, it's not too far, but still, it is.
But for
It's a
walking,
walk. It is a walk.
It's a walk.
It's a walk.
It is 3 miles away.
Damn.
I had to walk 3 miles.
Holy shit.
And at one point, like, and it was also raining. It was super rainy and wet. It wasn't raining, but it was like it had
Sad.
just rained.
I get that
And-
mood. That
yeah,
was so
and
wet,
so
sad,
yeah,
misty.
but then I accidentally stepped in the water.
And your
So-
pants got
so-
all soggy.
No.
your foot's-
So I just my right foot, like my socks and my right sock and my right shoe was so cold. I took it off and just walked with just one shoe, and I just had one shoe in hand, and I looked like I
what
looked.
time? What point of the year was this?
I can't remember.
When was
Was
It
it
had-
winter or was it like?
It was
fall?
not winter. It had just rained though, like the other night, so I can't remember.
But it was cold. So
It was a little cold. And
Was it like really rainy or?
It must have been like
just rain?
September. Or something.
yeah, I don't. Yeah, it was just cold
And
and
you were
wet,
just-
and so I just had one foot, and so then here's my dad's point of view.
So I'm gonna be real. That like the path you walked on, I can vouch for you. Very fucking uncomfortable and bumpy and shit. It hasn't
Yeah.
been paved in years. That's just so rocky. Walking that bare feet would fucking kill you.
So here's my dad's point of view. He's driving home from work, right? He's like he's just sort of doing his own thing.
Like
he's
music
just,
on the radio, like
Yeah. Quentin's at his mom's. It'll be fine. And then he sees a little boy with one shoe on, and then he says, "Is that my son?" And so back to my point of view, I'm just like walking with one, and then I see a car pull up. I'm like, that car looks familiar. And he says, "Hey kid, how's it going?" And it's just,
Oops.
what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's not what I thought would happen.
But yeah, so my dad just drove me the rest of the mile. Which, by the way, I was like home stretch. I was right next to the post office when you
Okay,
picked
so
me up.
you're
Damn.
Yeah.
You went that way. Fuck.
Yeah, it sucked, but it was it's not even the first time I walked outside by my.
You were by the
essentially-
post office. God damn.
Yeah, it was super.
I don't even know what fucking route you took. That must have been some hardship. That wasn't even 3 miles. It must have been like 5 miles.
I also really want to tell the Sonic onesie story.
Oh,
Yes.
that story.
That was pretty fucking good.
Let's just say, okay, so I was doing a video, and for someone else at the time, and part of it was that we were at an ice rink, and
Yeah, bro, that suck.
and in the Jesus,
The Meta Knight
I think
matchup
it's just
is
Meta
on.
Knight. I think
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you forced to use the sword power?
Yes, you are. So I was in the ice rink, yeah.
Yeah.
And I was part of the video was it was a scripted video. One of the parts is I actually wrote this part for myself. I was in a bunch of onesies, and I'm in a onesie right now, a Snorlax one. And
Hey.
I was in for the video, I was in a Snorlax onesie for one scene and a Sonic onesie for the other. And so so we wrapped up shooting, and I was like, okay. And so I was still in my Sonic onesie because that was the only clothes that I brought. besides my work clothes because I had work right after. So I was planning on getting a ride because I can't drive, and so I was like, okay, good shooting, everybody. See you later. And then a bunch of people even offered, like, Quentin, do you need a ride? And I'm like, no, I'm expecting one. And I should probably say, my ride was not. It wasn't their fault. It was not their fault that they didn't show up. However, one fucking 16-year-old dressed up in a Sonic onesie outside in like in November fucking like heat where it's super fucking cold out. I was just standing outside, just this like
How long
grown-ass.
did you wait?
I'll get to that.
Sorry.
So
that's how bad it gets.
I was in this fucking Sonic onesie, but I didn't know, and I didn't know when my ride was coming. So I was just standing outside, just looking like a fucking dumbass. And then it took so long to the point where a bunch of the next event for the ice rink came. And it was a teenage girl practice for ice hockey. So there was a bunch of fucking teenage girls just like outside, like or coming inside, seeing this fucking 16-year-old in a Sonic onesie just standing outside like a dumbass. and then like imagine the father's just like, okay, Susie, time for you to go to ice hockey. I hope you have a good time. What the fuck? Like, imagine that. And so I was outside and I called my ride and I was like, hey, are you still coming? He's like, yeah, I'm still coming. And I was like, awesome, thanks. And still waiting outside in the Sonic onesie in really cold weather, and a bunch of girls are giggling while looking at me. And I'm like, whatever. I've done more embarrassing shit.
I was
gonna say, didn't know you could do that. I was fucking crazy.
Because I was like, I mean, that power doesn't go super far, so if someone comes near you, I guess it just freezes.
But this one's super easy. I honestly, I suggest not having a power because just throwing the green blocks at them is really effective.
Actually, I'm gonna turn this guy into one of them.
Anyway.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of teenage girls like looking at me laughing. And I'm obviously just sitting there shooken, and one of them, a couple of them come up to me. He's like, "Hey, you want to be in my TikTok?" And I regret this answer to this very day. I say no. I really wish I said yes. I would have totally fucking loved to be in their TikTok.
What an OG.
Girls doing TikTok dances and a guy in a Sonic just standing there.
Just standing there. And so I even had to call work because it was like an hour at this point, and I expected to be at work at this point. And so I had to call work and be like, hey, I'm stranded here with no ride in November heat or in November cold, and so I'm gonna be a bit. And they're like, oh, that sounds really scary. I hope you I hope you get a ride sorted out. And I'm like, cool, thanks. Still waiting for the ride, and then I call him and I'm like, hey, you at the ice rink? He's like, yeah, I'm at the ice rink. Where are you? And I'm like, and I'm looking outside. I'm like, no, I don't see his car. And I'm like, no, are you sure you're at the right place? He's like, yeah, I'm at the Dome. And so the Dome is a completely separate place for like football.
The Dome is not the ice.
Yeah, and
the Dome is not the ice.
And so I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no, the ice rink. It's right next to Landmark. He's like, I don't know where that is. So I'm like, fuck, this isn't gonna happen. So what I do is I put on both of my onesies, my work clothes over it, and go outside and walk like a mile.
How many times have you had to walk somewhere?
Yeah,
No.
To the okay, I'm gonna censor this out to the.
Okay. That's not too.
And then I
still pretty bad because it's so far.
And then I call him. I'm like, hey, I'm here. Do you know where that is? He's like, yeah, I could probably find that. 30 minutes pass. I just fucking get my stuff and walk to. I just walk to work and I'm just there and I'm just like, I don't want to go to work. I just want to call in.
Yeah.
But they were really cool about it. They gave me like a free hot chocolate because I had to fucking.
That's good.
Yeah.
Just, they might as well. They should have gave you just your whole fucking paycheck, just to be like, man, you've had a rough day. Here
It
you
was.
Imagine that. So
take the day off.
What,
You
is
can
that a
have it.
onesie under your work clothes? It's a long story.
It's a long story.
It's been a long day.
That would be really funny, but really confusing if you just didn't show up for a while. You finally show up and just like.
Wait, did the health things come back?
I technically.
There's like a full health one, then after it's like a small health, and then it's gone.
Okay.
I mean, I did technically go to work for a bit because it was Halloween, so
How many
I
hours
was
did you have left in your shift?
I was how much time? I think it was like a full 8.5 hour shift. Or no, it was a full 8.5 hour shift. So yeah, that was fun. And I to be fair, I also went to work in my Yuki cosplay because it was Halloween, and they just didn't. I just like immediately went to a bathroom. I'm like, I don't wanna.
Oh.
Like I don't think anyone saw me. Hood.
Dropping
Oh,
off
Mr. Rock!
the
It's Mr. Rock! Damn.
Good.
Okay.
Long ago.
So I'm looking at. So I have a bunch of notes of like what stories I want to tell. Some of these are really weird, like creepy guys sniffing romantic Spanish people. What the fuck does that note even mean?
That's me all the time. I'll write something to myself. I'm like, I'm gonna write this down real quick. I'll run myself later. And I'm like, what the fuck does this mean? I can't think of one right now, but you know what I mean.
Just like something that should make sense. Where I'm like, in the moment, I'm like, this will make sense. I'll get it. And then later, I'll be like, eat chocolate white in sour cream.
One of these just says Mario game where you're a golf ball. No, that was a game idea I had where it's like a rage game where it's like the NES like original Mario, but like instead you have to like hit it and like.
That's really funny, actually.
Yeah, that could be a really good rage game.
It keeps going out of the fucking holes.
Yeah, and you try to get it to the flag pole at the very end.
Some of them, I still don't know what it means to this day. I remember one of them wrote down, it said IL fish hooks. I'm like, still to this day, I don't know what that means.
IL fish hooks.
What the fuck what? Ain't never went fishing.
I don't know.
I can just say his name because it doesn't matter. It's kind of funny. His name's David. I know like 5 Davids left.
I know that's fucking.
But he was like very large. Not a bad thing, but he kind of reminded me of like Mickey. And
Wait, which David? Do I know the one I know?
the Chuck Norris guy.
With that David?
Yeah.
Oh, him.
I don't even know like his name. I'm pretty sure his name's David. I'm pretty sure. There's a long time ago. I don't remember.
Yeah, we're doing the right thing to get the true arena.
Cool.
Go ahead.
In like 10th grade or so, I had like a 3D modeling class, and
PS1 game.
he would always just shout things out loud. Like he was just a walking intrusive thought.
Damn.
And actually, I remember before this, every single day, we'd have to wait before we can even go in her class.
Was he in our grade then?
I don't know.
Maybe it was like
I
a
don't-
year below.
I don't know.
I don't know what grade he's in. Still to
10th
this
grade
day.
he was there, and we were there. And it's like senior year, that motherfucker
But
was
he was
still
still-
kicking.
I don't know. It was every single day we would have to wait to get into her class because the doors were locked, and she just come from
Oh,
somewhere.
and that would always just the whole fucking wing would be flooded. Too.
Yeah.
And it's that weird wing where it's like half the stairs are cut off. So it's like
There was this one time.
Yeah.
Remember that one Eric Andre meme? Let me in.
yeah.
One time he grabbed the door and started shaking it. Saw it, like, let me in, let me in. And then his glasses flew off of his face and fell on the ground and slid all the way across the hallway. And he ran after it, picked it back up, and immediately grabbed the door handle and started shaking it again.
Bro fucking lost his studs for a joke.
So there was this dude. I remember there's one thing that he shouted that was so funny. The teacher was showing us something, basically how to make things like look good, because at first it didn't look great.
It's like rendering something, right?
Yeah.
So this was a modeling class?
I don't know much about it. I just followed.
But
the-
it was just like they were basically like just taking a model and making it like way better.
And then he's like, "Wow, you just turned a PS1 game into a PS2 game."
And then
And like 30 seconds later, you just turned a PS1 game.
like the class is already moving on. Like people didn't care.
And then like 2 minutes later, she does it again in class. You just turned the PS. He's like, okay, David, that's nice, but we don't need to hear that right now.
Bro, rewind it.
Yeah, but you just turned the PS1 game into a PS2 game.
I just thought it
Bro,
was so
me when they
funny.
turn a PS1 game
Into a PS2 game. They turned a PS1 game into a PS2 game, guys.
Those crazy bastards finally did.
Turned a PS1 game into a PS2
Well, just
game.
turn a PS2 game into a PS3
game! Oh!
We're going back in time to get turkeys
To the
on.
first PlayStation.
to get tur-
Turn a PS1 game into a PS2 game.
And then he always wore like his trademark was this
Black.
this red Bazinga shirt.
What?
Wait, I didn't. Oh, damn.
That was his
Oh
favorite.
yeah, that was his like favorite
And
shirt.
he said some other stuff. I don't really remember. He
Remember one
always
of the
just talked out
stories
loud.
that you told me that I thought was fucking funny, and I still don't know what this means or who Iceman is.
Man.
But
Oh,
it was it was like one of your friends or one of
Can I
our
give it a
friends.
shot?
yeah.
Alright,
Yeah.
smart boy.
I was gonna do the rock power up, and then I got Meta Knight for a second, and then I got stuck with the shitty ass power up.
I swear,
Skill
it was,
issue, skill
it
issue,
was
skill
one of our
issue.
friends who was like a hockey player, and he was like walking to class, and he walked past David, and all of a sudden he like hears a motorcycle, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the shit out of Iceman." He's like, "What the fuck? I don't know what he's talking about, man." But he's like, "I play hockey. This Iceman could have been
He's like,
me.
am I Iceman?
He's threatening me, dude."
No. Every single day, he would just pace around the whole classroom. He'd just walk around, and then
Wouldn't he just like say things?
he would just say stuff and mutter stuff. And then and my friend who was in that class, he's like, "Oh, hear him. He's just behind me, and sometimes he'll just stop and look over my shoulder."
Dude, that's
Walking, I was like, shit out of Iceman.
Wait, I think I still have DMs.
Who was
of the
Iceman?
stories.
damn, dude. That's
Bro, I was
fucked.
stuck on the Castle Crashers stuff.
We called him Big Dave.
Big day.
And, my friend, he said, "Be careful, he's standing behind me."
He's right behind me, isn't he?
And then he said Big Dave is talking to someone, but he's not talking to anyone around him.
Oh, Jesus. I didn't see him a lot, but I was in line for lunch, and the whole time he was like making
The fuck happened?
like Chuck Norris jokes, like Chuck Norris from 2008, guys, like that.
Like,
Chuck
dude,
Norris.
you haven't heard that in so long. And
Like,
this bro just starts
I
to
said the rest of the
Norris.
stories I have that my friend said, "Is it David? Have you ever smoked crack before?"
What?
This was during COVID. He said,
He was a snitch.
Bro, David's being annoying. It's not fun anymore. This is very funny. Iceman.
Iceman.
I almost says, but then we can talk about Chuck Norris because that's a current.
I gotta think of like the,
Okay,
the
that's it.
joke.
I remember a few of them.
So yeah, that was my experience with him back in school. I'm like, it's like he was just funny. He just kind of talked and stuff.
And he never aged.
And then we never, well, mostly because of COVID and all this stuff, we just kind of didn't see him for a while. But it wasn't until senior year that we finally saw him again. And it was in the lunch line, and he was just telling Chuck Norris jokes the whole time.
Like, you guys remember Chuck Norris, right? Back in the good old days, like, it's a football, I chiseled it.
It's a football. I chiseled
Like,
it.
legitimately, like, that's like. Like,
Mario.
his jokes would be like, he'd be in line, he would just say to himself, be like, Chuck Norris's tears cure cancer. Too bad he's never cried.
There was going to be a movie called Alien vs. Predator versus Chuck Norris, but nobody would want to watch a movie that's 8 seconds long.
I'm like,
That's
they're
like
funny.
Facebook. That's like Facebook minion memes level
Like,
shit.
I laughed at them
Norris.
and they're like bad, but it's like,
Yeah.
dude, these are like, this is like 20 years late. What are you doing here?
2000 and late.
Is bro in 2011?
Like, in actual, but it is 15 years of humor, like, kind of like,
What
What
where,
is going on for like 10 minutes? Eventually
He's
we
still
just-
on Big Chunk. He's still on Ugandan Knuckles.
no, dude, he's on like
Before that.
20, he's on Gangnam Style, man.
Numa!
Oh, shit.
Dude, Meta Knight don't
It's
play.
hard.
Hell yeah.
Okay, I'm just starting over there.
It's just like, yeah, just like Outlast Chuck Norris stuff. Like when Chuck Norris steps on Legos, the Legos cry. Like, and
Oh no, but he'd always try to say it like a Chad voice too. He'd like smile like
if
he'd, like, look around.
ignore if you're a barrel.
He'd look around because like nobody would look at him. Nobody would
Yeah.
pay him attention. Be like, Chuck Norris does this. Chuck Norris does that. Nobody cared. We're all the way. It was the lunch. It was the lower
lunch
cap lunch
line.
line.
Everyone just
So
went
like
for
everybody
lunch, man.
did not.
And
We were
eventually
fucking
everyone
hungry.
left, and he was still just talking to himself, just going up to random people and saying it.
Can we talk about the night? We're not gonna go super in depth, but like the night where like we watched Courage the Cowardly Dog and we fucking got on Eustace Wrecking Ball,
Is this wrecking ball?
and I was losing my fucking shit. Okay, so and yeah, it was
Finally,
Somebody
oh my-
burnt popcorn.
yeah, it was Eustace. It was Eustace Wrecking Ball. There was what were the other ones? It
Where
was,
are you going?
what was the one video you showed me where like the guy laughed and he sounded like Pops?
That one.
Do you know how DJ Khaled says, "Let's go golfing"?
Yeah.
It would be way funnier if he said, "Let's go gadding."
Yeah, and then you made
The dude's just looking. I'm like,
All of the Instagram comments are just gifs of
in the one
Pops
video you just.
scrolling down.
and there was and Shay made an edit of Statler Wrecking Ball.
Statler wrecking ball.
Because I
Can you
just
put it
love
up on screen.
Yeah, put it up on screen now. I just love the idea of like Eustace Wrecking Ball because it's just his stock frowning face, just and just smashing into buildings, just like some orphanage, just and like the poor orphans are just watching their only home they have ever known being destroyed, just like stupid orphans.
I like to imagine it's just like a real fucking wrecking ball.
Yeah,
of
it's just
Eustace.
a wrecking ball, but in the it's in the shape of Eustace's frowning head.
Stupid dog.
Stupid dog! It's so fucking funny to me, and I don't know.
Is that one episode where
Yeah, can
they
you
got
put it up on screen?
turned
Eustace Wrecking Ball?
into
Yeah.
like
Club Cats was
yeah,
the name
club
of the
cats,
episode.
and they got turned into inanimate objects, and
I
Miriam
don't know
was
why.
She was a washing machine, and Eustace was a wrecking ball.
And Courage was a Yoshi's Island helicopter.
Yeah, and the funniest thing to me is that like the way he was animated when he was like on screen and talking, he was like actually animated. But his face, when his face wasn't animated, it was his stock model sheet frown. So it's just
It was just his head.
yeah, it
as a
was just
wrecking
his
ball.
head as the wrecking ball, and it was so fucking funny.
Somebody made it in real life.
Yeah,
Cats
someone made
willing-
it like claymation.
I don't understand. Cats, that stupid fucking idiot, willingly decided to turn Eustace into a wrecking ball.
Yeah.
And thought that was a great idea.
Yeah, who thought you could like?
The dude he stole his fucking chair from.
I need to fucking meet the guy who came up with that.
John Arbuckle.
I thought you were gonna say John Arbuckle.
John Arbuckle.
Hard Arbuckle.
I can't find the
For
real
me, it
one,
was the
though.
scene of them like moving out of like the place. And like you see him for the first time, and he's just like moving.
yeah, and it's from like a
Like Courage's point of view.
yeah, it's a far away shot, so you just see Eustace Wrecking Ball, and I fucking lost it. It was so funny.
That's why. Man, it was so
Stupid
good.
dog, stupid dog.
There was the other video I showed you guys where it's like the reporter that sounds exactly like Grover.
That one.
Your brother is anti-vax? Like, he sounds exactly like Grover. Like,
Has to
I
be a
can't
bit.
fucking find that video.
I have it.
There's no way it's real. It has to be a bit.
Okay, pause. I have it.
Because it kind of reminds me of one time I was playing an online game and some guy on mic sounded just like Kermit the Frog. And I thought it was really funny.
You're so fucking shit at this game. You're fucking
Yeah.
shit. They're coming.
It sounded just like
Get the
that.
fuck off. Fucking log off. You're a fucking asshole.
But then it went on for so long.
They're coming through the back.
And that's how it started too. It wasn't a normal voice, and it went on for so long. I was like, "Oh shit, should I not laugh? Is this guy's real voice?" But then later he did a Shaggy voice. I was like, "Nah, we are getting in trouble."
Okay.
It was a
like,
bit.
It's like scene, like, oh, phew, phew.
Yeah, I was like, I felt bad if that's his real voice, but nah, it's just a bit. And not feel bad, but feel like laughing. Because it was funny. I don't know, just talk that shit on, kid.
You're shit on, kid.
I believe the guy who sounded like Grover, like the newsletter had to put out a statement because everyone kept saying that he sounded like Grover.
I don't sound like Grover. I do not sound like
Why
Grover.
would they choose Big Bird to go on the
And the challenger. Well, they
Yeah.
didn't choose the big bird. They chose
Why was
the
that their
teacher.
thought, anyways?
Because they were like, well, it'll work. Because birds in space.
Because
I'm
it's a suit and not a puppet?
They're like,
Well, it's both.
because
I
it's like
guess.
this.
But-
That's how you control
Oh
it.
yeah, I guess. But I mean, like,
It does work. It's like the one thing that would work, but still it's a bad idea.
because he's like 8 feet tall.
Yeah, it's a horrible idea, actually. And I feel like if they had to get anybody, like,
But your brother recently talked about not wanting vaccines and how this is just like the flu.
It's
And
just
your brother?
put a picture of Grover over that video, and you just
Can
can't.
you put the video on screen, but put a picture? Of
Yeah, but yeah, just.
But your
Yeah, put it on screen so it's louder, so it's not just the mic.
That just sounds like I'm downloading it right now. That's just Grover.
Grover was always freaky to me as a kid because of his spindly appendages. His
how
arms
like
and
thin
legs.
he was.
Yeah, he
kinda.
was so thin, but
I
nobody
get
else
that. I
was.
do get
Super
that.
Grover.
To me, he always seemed like Cookie Monster, but like kind of like anorexic and like skinny. I'm
I
like,
was
why is
never
there
a
another
Grover
one?
enjoyer, bro. I'm sorry, Grover.
Average Grover enjoyer.
I mean, I wasn't. I mean, to me, Sesame Street was always kind of uncanny.
I was a
I
Brett
never
Murray
watched
enjoyer.
it.
Gavin, what was your first cartoon crush?
That's a very good question. Actually. You know, I really like that question because I always wanted to talk about weird shit like
I
that.
know who it is. For
Down
me.
by El Rizzo.
That's a video game crush, right?
Cartoon. When I was
Cartoon?
looking.
Fictional.
Oh,
fictional.
because I don't. Who is it?
I feel like video games are different.
My-
we can talk about cartoons.
Oh, for you.
Very first cartoon crush as a kid was Misty from the first Pokemon.
That's
show.
right. Okay, get
I
that.
get that.
I get
I
that.
get that. I
Full
get
get
that.
that.
My first crush was my first cartoon crush was Fiona the Human from Adventure Time.
I get
For a
that
second, I
too.
thought you were gonna say from Shrek.
Shrek.
Eh, not a bad option. I
Not a
mean,
bad option either. Fuck, man, it sucks because like I can think of some video game characters from as a kid.
were you into Gladys for a bit?
Gladys from Portal?
Yeah.
The grandma?
No, I think you were scared of her. That's what it was.
No, she was terrifying. No, as a kid, as a
Two
kid,
completely different things.
yeah, as a kid, I was terrified of Gladys because she was fucking scary, and because Valve makes cool games.
I think because I remember specifically what happened. It was
It was her death scream, dude. That's
yes, that's what it was.
terrifying.
You I was like, oh, maybe I'll get you a Portal game for Christmas, even though I wasn't going to. And then you were like, as long as it's not Portal 2, because that scream haunts me to this day.
It was scary, and I was autistic as fuck, and that shit like.
There are a lot of people that are like, oh, Gladys, mommy.
Ew.
I don't know.
Uh-uh.
I don't really get it.
Her name is Gladys. That's an old name that's an old woman's name.
Yeah, she's also like 100 years old.
Cartoon crushes. I shouldn't have to think this fucking hard about it, right?
Same.
It was Tom.
It's Tom.
From Tom and Jerry.
From Tom and Jerry. I did watch a lot of Tom and Jerry as a kid, but
That show was
the
very
only
good.
thing I had a crush on.
I thought you were gonna say he was pretty fit. Like he was.
No.
Only thing I had a crush on was those delicious ass custard pies he kept slapping in his face.
Jeez.
I haven't seen this boss before. Oh, this one where you just beat his ass.
Fun fact: this was
Pop.
I had to cut this out of the original video because we were making a really unfunny joke. That was the first time a bandana was on a Waddle Dee.
Damn.
Not just Superstar, but Superstar Ultra. They added the bandana. Oh, here we go.
This is the fight that I'm actually just bad at.
No, just get a Metamato. It's worth
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, dude, Meta Knight don't fuck around, man.
Actually.
It's
Maybe we
not that hard of a fight when you're like just playing it on the base game. I'm not sure if they like made it harder or something.
Am I just
Maybe.
bad?
Also, if you have full health, it's like a Legend of Zelda thing. If you have full health and you swing,
Oh,
you see how that
yeah.
has like
I'm just gonna zone him out.
Also, be sure to like duck or like guard at some whenever you
I say
can.
maybe there's just certain
So
times where you
fa-
have
He's
to
so
block and
fast.
disrespect him. I
He's
guess.
so fast.
So fast,
so
so
good.
Spent 3 weeks making that potato salad. 3 days.
3 days.
3 weeks.
3
Should be all
weeks.
fermented.
That would have made more sense.
Double.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Bro killed you in like 3 hits?
Dude,
Oh no! Wait! Before you do anything, Sam, make him a different copy ability. That'll give him full health.
Yeah.
I can do it. Here. So what you do is you jump over it, right? That gets him close enough, and then you just push him.
Oh, cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I
Damn,
did
you know
remember
the
that.
spreads.
Oh yeah, dude, totally. I was practicing. I don't know how I got this like first
You
try.
beat like the 13 bosses, and now it went up to like 19 or something?
Yeah, no, I got up to 19 because I thought you had to do all 20, and I was like, oh god damn it, I was 1 off. And then it turned out no, actually, you just needed to do 13. which you apparently didn't because now we have to do all fucking 20 of them.
It's not as strong though.
You killed his
Yeah,
ass.
I don't-
Oh man, Nikocado isn't even a meme anymore.
Dude, I was
that was
doing that rabbit hole too, and I was like, this is really sad, actually.
Yeah, I swear, I heard he
actually.
got better, but I
He's
don't.
been losing weight now.
Did I ever tell you the story where I just clicked on a random video because, I don't know, one time I just decided to click on one, then I just kind of watched like a few minutes of it. I just scrolled or skipped to like,
Look at him.
Random point.
yeah, some random point in the video, and it was him being all goofy, but then all of a sudden he got really serious and he started talking about how his life is just really sad, and he's like, man, he was like,
It's
I just don't know what I'm doing with my life anymore, man.
yeah, well, because it's obviously a bit.
Yeah.
It's obviously a bit. I even heard some people say it's like a fetish.
The food eating disorder is real though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I
It
can
is a
very
bit, though.
clearly like it's almost kind of weird. Like I feel weird because like people buy merch of and like support this guy who's basically killing himself.
Yeah.
It's I don't know.
It's strange how
It's right how the haters like care
Yeah, more about him than
Yeah.
his actual fans.
and then
I
it's
care
like
about him.
YouTube gives him money for it, but that only encourages him to
It's like,
keep
where do you,
doing it.
how do
Yeah.
you care about him? Do you
know,
care
it's-
about him like physically, or do you
I
care
actually
about
have
him
a
as
story
YouTuber?
about
You know
him,
what's-
actually.
What?
I just want to say one thing. Remember
Yeah.
the video of the like woman screaming in the Nikocado video?
Yeah, that was
No.
scary. Was that
Oh,
real?
like the murder! Dude, that's so. Like, I want to say funny, but like it's so like
That's
actually
like-
scary.
I don't know if it's real or not. Which
Like
makes it
there's
really
like
scary.
there's like a video in a Nikocado video where like there's like almost like somebody said might be like actual murder evidence or something, but there's like a video where it's like something
Imagine
happened.
that. There's like storytime mukbang.
No, but no,
Just on, like, the
no,
fucking-
this is real. No, they're eating. All of a sudden you just hear, but like in like the
Really
background,
quiet.
and like his husband's like,
They just stop eating and just kind of like sit there for a
No,
second.
imagine that be like you're dead, you're a ghost, and just in your fucking
In the court
in the
trial.
court trial, just like
Nikocado
it was
video.
seen here.
Yeah, it was
When
seen
these
here.
Two,
Oh,
these two
wow,
gay
like,
men
just
were shoveling
ramen.
down fucking chicken
this
in their
is
mouths.
this is the this
might
is
have been
the
used
Cheeto
in
ramen.
court.
You know how Nikocado cries all the time. It's like,
Yeah,
one time I was working and some kid in
Michigan.
the kid was like 8 years old, maybe 9.
Oh my god, you told me this one.
Okay, yeah, it's
Not
like,
on Me and the Boys, but
it's him and his
I-
mom walking, and the kid goes, and she goes, no, stop! I told you to stop watching his videos. And he was like, why? I like him. He's like, cause he's gross.
He
then,
is
yeah,
gross.
then he
Good
kept
mom.
going.
Hey, okay,
Not all the time.
G, I want your genuine first reaction to
Okay,
this
yes.
image.
JonTron versus Scott. That is not Scott the Wad. That's not JonTron.
Scott the Waz.
What? The more I look at it, the worse it gets. I think because like this Scott the Waz looks like Stephen Merchant.
He kind of does.
Put it up
Nah.
on screen.
I live a very
That one's pretty
boring
good.
life.
Well,
yeah,
here,
that
I'll
one did
start
that
this
one.
off. Well, Jason's a funny looking fella. He's very small, and also
He
one of our
looks
friends
like-
literally pulled him back, and his arms and legs both went flying in front of him.
It's like a cat.
Yeah, no, like legitimately pulled him back without any fucking effort on accident. He's literally like a fucking ragdoll. Imagine, so like you know that video of the like little skeleton puppet dancing, like doing that little jig, like yeah, it's him. That's him. He's just this tiny fucking thing. Honestly, he looks like an elf on the show.
He looks like real life
I-
troll face.
Yes, he does. He
He
does.
has like a really sharp,
sharp
like,
chin.
Hey, you did it.
Yeah.
I flawlessed him.
A flawless victory.
He, I guess the best way to describe him is probably crusty.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so we're talking about cheese. And Shay says this. He's like, okay, how can you, because I was talking about cheese.
We're talking with like 2 other friends, right?
Mm,
Yeah, so it's me, Sam, and 2 other friends talking.
and like sometimes cheese doesn't need to be put on things. And then they said, what are things that it needs to be put on?
I was
Pizza.
like, how are you gonna...
Omelet.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
that's a very
I was
good
like,
one actually.
Because I like cheese, and I was like, how are you gonna have an enchilada without cheese?
Oh yeah, that's like the main thing on top of the fucker.
Yeah.
And then Jason just goes like, and like, cause usually he just kind of goes along with stuff because he's kind of fake.
That's the real. But no, that you saying that. Okay, it's saying he's fake. Like for him, like just like playing along, which is the realest shit you've ever fucking said. Cause that's so true. He'll always just pretend to be in on the fucking thing. He'll never know what's going on.
I remember he just like looked up, like, bamboozled. One of our friends
Yeah.
go, he doesn't know what enchilada
It was
is.
flabbergasted.
Yeah.
This one friend, and he just kind of talks back to people because it's funny. He's like, This guy probably doesn't even know an enchilada.
But dude, he's so fucking funny though.
And then Jason goes, of course I know what it is. It's a thing. Oh, okay.
No.
He always mumbles stuff. He mutters stuff when he gets
Yeah.
kind of angry. He's
Because he's not a cool kid. He's one of those kids who keeps it inside and he's a loser.
he's like, of course I know what enchiladas are. Under his breath, that's the thing Sonic eats.
No.
It was
Like,
You know, an enchilada.
you know,
a hot
Sonic,
dog.
for being so fast, he has time to sit down and
Cut an enchilada with some
up with this knife
hot
and
and
fork.
steaming and like spicy enchilada.
you
with
know
some
those
sauce.
memes where it's the red circle?
Yeah.
There's one where it's just a canned enchilada, and I did a sticker where it was Mario in his Sonic costume.
Well, I mean, to be fair, have you
It
ever
lands up to
seen?
his own
Have you ever
cheeks again.
seen the beginning of Sonic and the Black Knight where he just deep throats a fucking chili dog?
No.
Like,
I
he
have
eats
not.
it in one gulp. It's crazy.
I want to know. Wait. Oh, in the Black Knight. Yes, he does. He in the intro of the Wii
He's
game.
all,
I never played a whole
Scarfs
lot of that game.
that made it look okay. I remember the intro cutscene because of how fucking delicious those
Yeah.
chili dogs look.
It's a thing, Sonic.
It's a thing.
That's Final Fantasy.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh my god, just like that?
Bro, what that
Jason
mouth do?
Just like
The
that?
Glizzy Gobbler?
What do I do with
it
these
is.
powers? I don't.
I
I like the bomb.
This is bad.
This is bad,
You were
yeah.
given a bad. First of all, Metamato time. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll say. Especially for Marks.
I'd say that bomb is a good co-op. I'd say freeze is your best bet because hammer's good and all, but it's very close combat, and Marks is a good Marks. Yeah, I think this is your best bet.
I want to
And
have a
do
hammer
not
myself.
forget to guard.
Yeah. Except having an ally is just better.
Yeah. Okay,
This
this
is
is what
so good.
separates the boys from the men.
I don't know how I'm gonna reach him.
Yeah, this is we just stopped talking about what we were talking about.
That's what I thought. Maybe
Dude, this guy's such an asshole.
the hammer, because you can
Yeah.
do that jump attack, but he also has a
where
lot of
the
range.
seeds
Yeah,
land.
yeah.
Yeah, this boss fight is like really good. I really like it.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Oh,
the
yes,
shadow.
I saw it.
Oh,
Honestly, I'm just gonna steal his power. Oh, wait. I know I should have an ally, but I'd rather me be able to like, attack him.
Fuck!
Damn. Might be.
You might be able to inhale something from his.
Ouch!
Ouch! Is there anything of his you can inhale and spit back
That's
at
what
him?
I'm trying to see. There has to be a way to beat him with no power up, right?
Yeah, that's.
Wait, the counter.
Oh, hey!
Okay,
The
okay.
banana power up!
Banana
Let's end it
power up.
all
Yeah,
on the
banana
banana
suit,
power!
bro!
Full circle!
Okay,
Banana
one there,
power.
one there. Stop pushing. Move.
Ouch!
Ouch!
Dude, this is the final boss of me and the boys. Oh,
Orgus.
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that?
I tried running away.
I know this fucking sucks.
It's all the bits coming back. It's like at the end of the anime where like everyone's
Yeah,
like, you can do it, you can do it.
All the plot threads are finally resolved.
Yeah. Imagine this being a really embarrassing loss though. That'd be really embarrassing for you, Shay.
Oh, Jesus.
Or Sam. Oh shit.
Nope.
Hey man, is that looking so well?
Again? Can you take
Is that
chip
looking
damage
so
in
hot?
this game?
Nope.
Yes.
Can you die from chip in this game?
Yes. It
Yes.
happened during Meta Night.
Dude,
Woo!
keep guarding. What are you doing?
I should. Okay.
Keep
that-
guarding. Do not stop guarding. Oh, run.
Run.
Banana power up.
Banana power up. Oh,
Hey,
jump.
jump.
Okay. You're good. You're golden. You're
Okay,
beautiful.
One there, one there.
Was that golden fruit?
Yeah, you're good.
Is that
Good.
golden fruit?
Okay,
Big enough
look
for
at the
the
fucking shadow.
What the fuck?
Ah, fuck!
Oh,
Damn,
damn. Oh, I did not know Bro can just appear.
So I think
on
that's
you.
the end of Kirby. Thanks for joining us.
Well.
That was a lot of fun. We got farther than I did as a kid, so that was nice. Here, can I have the controller?
Yes.
You want to know what? 88%. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I might play this off camera.
Yeah.
Because I'd still be down.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you
that'd
still
be
want
nice.
to do? Did you still want to do some Samurai Kirby?
I'd be done.
Okay, let's do some Samurai Kirby. Yeah, this is gonna be. Yeah, I think this has to be our last.
Oh, fuck.
What'll do?
And bro,
My reaction time is way worse than this, so like.
okay, that one I felt I was
Okay.
slow on. Well,
But anyways,
Yeah, let me try. Let me try. I'm not doing hard because fuck that. I'm gonna do normal.
Actually.
Like a normal person.
Yeah, it's good, but not good enough.
A squeaking number. Yeah.
I got thrown off because I thought Lily shit on the floor. She did not. Oh, speaking of Chef Kawasaki, this is I've always wanted to bring this up on Me and the Boys, but I never had a chance to do it. There's a card game of Chef Kawasaki, and it's like sexualizing him. It's really weird. I'm like, here, let me find photos.
What the
That is not what I was expecting.
Bro.
if
What the hell?
Nintendo put a stop to it. I wonder why.
Good.
what we could do maybe is I could play the arena off screen, but when I make it to Marks, we can start recording it.
Should Sam play the arena off screen?
And Magic 8 Ball.
As I see it, yes.
Okay,
Okay.
Great. Okay, so
And then,
I think this is the end of the Kirby for now. What we can do is you can beat the arena off screen, and we can do the true arena on recording.
Yeah.
But we
I
should
said-
probably take a break from Kirby for a bit, because I want to do some movies, maybe do some other one-off games.
Instead of making its own episode, we could probably
No,
put
that
out like a
has to be-
best of or just like an extra,
Yeah, we can have like an
Stuff.
extra scene.
not
Yeah.
like a full one.
I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm pretty satisfied with this
We've
series.
come a long way.
We
started
have
Breeze.
we have.
Said a lot of stories.
Man.
We still have some more. Don't
Yeah,
worry, we're not out.
probably.
Is that really it?
I think that's it. I think that we're done.
Me and the Boys is officially over, guys.
All right, yay!
Yay!
Well, we'll see you.
You're fired.
sometime.